Ebusuafo ne tiefo ni die kwan so me pacho me ma obi bia akwaba me sam obi bia afishia pa me pacho ahanum daily update TV nyankopon hya ye nyina na onye kese ebusua me pacho ene high court akotena se odi ne ruling aba ne ruling ni nyina ne say those 4 disputed seats ni nyina so far is no originally e declare ma NDC fo nyina no later Kesi no led by James and order or order say omunkoye re-collation na omunye re-declaration ewo the Accra East Regional Office omunkoye ni nyina na o declare ni nyina ma NPP 4 o ma flip it from NDC to NPP eba sa no NDC 4 ante omo ase omuko Supreme Court ba bonten be ma order say High Court na assembly subium da mandamus NPP for mandamus application no na omontina sin this time around omunti NDC for nene Supreme Court High Court no ekoye no ebusia High Court na the ruling about say those 4 disputed seats ni nyina Kesi ni enkoye re-collation na on declare aban foforo na say wa grant NPP for mandamus application High Court na grant NPP for mandamus application automatically that is it because or say omunkoye re-collation ni nyina 4 seats ni nyina na se me buy ngofo kasa na me pacho Dr. Tanko ye nyina nim Dr. Tanko Deputy Director of Election NDC ano pie ba bontin obeka ono na o court room honum on or mount a picture and I say a video of what happened court room on or say according to Dr. Tanko Rashid, or say, judge not or Kasakrana no from not judge was making a lot of mistakes. Na NPP lawyers no, more court no mum na no more correct no lawyer judge way, my lord, me patro asma okay hand mentisa a hand me say, there be me patro win antisa when say, na or no NPP lawyers mumu ana air correct judge no. On it or see omum suspect omususu say sa ruling no the buy no obi na NPP ni bi and a cotton baby and I say penny bi obi of course automatically be NPP ni obi and a cotton baby ano or chiro sa ruling ema sa judge ne say ombra no ombeka na omunim say sa ruling in free judge no you be pan na tina baby ana wode or chro and I say or putting in writing my sa judge ne say ombra high court na onfa sa ruling betuja because according to Dr. Tanko yes mistakes or can we ask as onim di oka or can we ask onim di oka NPP lawyers ano mujijinem no sorry no mka say lawyer a judge my lord me patro han mentisa anu metisi ebusia makasa kakra mema mkasa nyetintin me patro ye beko ni akwaje nsem ni nchiremu efrid lawyer Dr. Rashid Tanko onu ankasa no ho ye beko akwaje nsem na efrid no Nyankopon hia no nyokes me da se bebre
gives you date and time and place. Are we to see the NDC there?
My brother, this charade that occurred at the High Court, we are not going to respect that thing. That is why we have filed processes. Do you know that a bucket full of lies was poured in front of the High Court judge? And the judge ruled based on those lies.
But that was available before.
What is available? Have we cross-examined those facts? Somebody came and told a story that they were being chased around. They were being beaten to pulp. And therefore, because they wanted their life, they decided to declare. Have we cross-examined them?
Well, your lawyers had these issues before the case was heard. If they needed to cross-examine anybody, if they needed to challenge anything that was put in by the Electoral Commission, they were at liberty to do so.
The mandamus was trying to force an officer who is not doing his duty to do his duty. Those duties have been acted on. They were carrying on. We touched evidence of them doing the declaration. And at the time they were doing the declaration, there was no duress whatsoever on them.
No, but do you disagree that there were outstanding polling stations, which the judge believed that if these polling stations were outstanding, then the Electoral Commission did perform his job properly suited?
It doesn't lie within his mandate as a judge sitting on the case of Mandamus to determine on that matter. It is only on election petition that can warrant that to look into the veracity of what they are saying, because we needed to cross-check that. And you saw what happened. The judge was exposed in open court because he had one ruling, and on different matters he continued to be mentioned 62 when the matters were not on 62. He was exposed badly.
This isn't because the way the matters were handled and the facts were similar, the law on it was similar, and he didn't read the judgment for each case independently.
I am saying that they were not similar. They were different matters. It came on different weight levels. Different matters, different cases. He used one ruling. We suspect that this ruling was not coming from his handwriting, because the man himself was confused when he was reading the thing. It has to take lawyers from our opponent. It means there was some collusion between them to now be correcting him. He was exposed. These are the things.
Thank you very much. So that is Dr. Tanko
speaking. The evidence before the court in respect of Tema Central, uncontroverted, was that it was not the case that, as alleged by the applicant, that there was no collation. Indeed, there was a collation and a declaration, but that out of 148 pink sheets, 146 were collated, save 2 that the NDC opposed. Now, we opposed those 2 pink sheets on grounds that they were fabricated after the close of polls on December 7th at 5 p.m. Now, we invited the presiding officers in respect of those 2 polling stations. They came to admit that when the polls closed, they were tired, they were exhausted. So they brought the pink sheets to the office of the EC, and they were instructed by their EC Metro director to complete them. How do you complete a pink sheet in the office of the EC after polls have closed?
Were you giving copies of these?
They gave us a duplicate. The duplicates, therefore, the duplicates that we had, the pink sheets in dispute. I want everybody to appreciate this matter today. The 2 pink sheets in dispute in Tema Central, the duplicates that we have, that was how I was able to detect it. The duplicate did not contain the information contained on the original that the EC was urging upon us to approve. Why? The duplicates that we have did not have the name of the presiding officer, his signature, the year of the elections, and the time of close of polls at the polling station, and date. That is the year of the election. That's the date. This was a requirement in pursuance of Regulation 43 of CI 127 and Regulation 3923 of CI 127.
You have a right.
Hold on. So we disputed, and they were insisting that it should be admitted. This was what generated the entire controversy today. So if the court says, in view of all this, by a Mandamus application, go and collect it, do you think me, the farmer, I will agree that those 2 pink sheets be collated when they are in dispute? No. It is not a Mandamus that will correct it. It is a full-blown trial, so that the person who deposed to affidavit that the pink sheets were in dispute, who will be put on the stand, then I'll cross-examine him. That you have admitted that the pink sheets were completed, for instance, in your office, after our agents, the polling agents of all the contestants have left. So the law does not permit you to complete pink sheets in your office and come and give to candidate to accept.
So, Honorable, obviously you disagree?
Of course we disagree.
What's the way forward?
I think we'll advise ourselves, and I'm sure by the close of the day, you know the position of the party in this matter.
You have less than 2 days to go.
Yes, I'm saying, we are working today, Saturday. Right now, where we are, tomorrow is even material as a non-working day. We can be working tomorrow. So by close of today, the party's position in this matter, you will be advised and you will know. But this is not the end.
This is Tema Central. Would you throw some more, share some views?
In fact, if we were in court, the court appears to be rehashing the same facts in respect of all the other respective constituencies. So, for instance, Techiman South, the judge mentioned 62 pink sheets, when indeed that was not the issue in respect of Techiman South. Xpổwania Central, there were not 62 pink sheets. The judge was mentioning 62 pink sheets. So why? When you write a ruling, who corrected him? Gary Numaku corrected him from the bar. Do you stand at the bar and correct the content of a judgment being delivered by a judge? You bring an application or notice for correction of judgment in terms of facts.
Couldn't it be an
It could not. It could. Please. I will not go on that path with you. I am saying that where a lawyer stands at the bar and be correcting the content of a ruling delivered by the judge, we have a problem.
Party which speak to the constituency organizer NDC for Ablekuma North, who wants to share some thoughts with us on the constituency. You are certainly not excited about the direction the court has taken.
Yes, I'm not happy, but I'm not surprised. Since yesterday, even right at the constituency, we had the NPP supporters giving us the verdict that will happen today. And early this morning, your reporters and the cameras are all here. They keep saying all the polling stations will be re-collated. And this is exactly what has happened. And I want to put on record, we've also picked intelligence that as we speak, Bosman and Demensa are trying to start their illegal re-collation as we speak to you. It's an intelligence we've picked, and we are sending a strong warning to them.
Yes. When you say start illegal collation, court has given an order, and I'm sure that that order is going to be followed through with. At this point, there cannot be any such thing as an illegal collation following the order of the court.
Thank you, my brother. This is not the first time an high court has given this verdict. It happened the last time we went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said it was illegal, it was quashed. And I'm telling you, this ruling will also be squashed.
You will be going to the Supreme Court?
I'm telling you, our lawyers are at work. That is why.
But the court has said, the court has observed that some 52 or 62 polling station results had not been collated. I don't think you would admit that without the outcome of those 62 polling station results, you have a true, fair, and representative election result of the constituency. Would you say that?
We were at the regional collation center. The EC told us emphatically that they do not have any pink sheets in their disposal. The NPP also claimed they do not have any pink sheets. So, together with the NPP, we were able to collate 219 polling stations out of the lot in Ablekuma North. The returning officer used that to declare its results. So I don't see, that's why when you realize when the last re-collation was done, they couldn't declare that of Ablekuma North. It was put on hold because there were no pink sheets. So that is why we are saying in the court's judgment, how is the next re-collation going to be done? Because even the last time that they declared Tema Central to NPP, they give Xpổwania Central to NPP, they give the next one to NPP. They couldn't touch Ablekuma North. So again, I'm asking that question. How are they going to re-collate in Ablekuma North?
So your argument is that as we speak now, there are no pink sheets regarding the election results in Ablekuma North?
Yes, as we speak now.
There are no pink sheets that the NDC has?
The EC has.
But the NDC has copies of the results?
We have copies.
The NPP has?
The NPP claimed that since they won at the Constituency Collation Center, they made it openly that they do not have a single pink sheet. So we had our pink sheets, and that is what the EC also assisted with what they had. In the beginning, the EC claimed they had 165. That is what we started with at the Constituency Collation Center. At the end of the collation of that 165 polling station, NDC was leading the NPP with over 780 votes. When we moved to the regional collation center, that is the EC office, another pink sheets were added, totaling 219. At that stage, NDC was again leading the NPP with 974 votes. The NPP, when the High Court gave an order for the re-collation to go on, strangely, they pulled up 25 pink sheets. NPP claimed from day one they do not have pink sheets. But when that illegal judgment was given at the High Court, they went to the regional office.
Courts don't give illegal judgments. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Sorry, let me. That is the illegal collation that happened when they submitted that 25 pink sheets. Again, even after adding that 25 pink sheets, NDC was still leading them. So at every stage of the collation, we've had 3 stages of collation. NDC, Ablekumanov, Honorable Rabna Obin, at every stage is leading that collation.
Okay, so let's go back. At the collation that you had, the initial collation that you had, how many polling stations do you have in all?
In all, 281.
How many were collated?
So far, we've collated 219.
So you don't have the full complement of the constituency results?
Exactly.
At the party level, have you been able to collate the full complement of the election results?
Yes.
From all the polling stations?
Yes, we had all the collation from the polling station, but there was confusion at the collation center.
No, I'm talking about the party level. I'm sure you had your own collation that you did. At the NDC level, you had your own independent collation you did. Did you get the results for all the polling stations in the constituency?
Got the results of all the polling stations before moving to the constituency collation center. And emphatically, I can tell you, we were leading the NPP with over 300 votes.
That was after you collated all the polling stations. So you have the full complement. So the outstanding 62 polling stations that the court refers to, you have results for that.
That's what I was trying to explain. When we got to the collation center, there were some confusion. So we lost our pink sheet, EC lost their pink sheet, NPP equally lost their pink sheet. So as we speak, none of us can claim having the total complement. But in the case of NDC, I can tell you authoritatively, we have over 250 pink sheets at our disposal. EC claims they do not have even one pink sheet. NPP claims they do not have even one pink sheet. And let me tell you this. At the start of collation at the constituency office, 30 minutes into the collation, surprisingly, the municipal director of EC smuggled in together with the municipal chief executive of Ablekumanov, by name Mr. Bella. They smuggled 2 parliamentary pink sheets from his underwear, and then he brought it and placed it onto.
But you were there.
We were there. I got it red-handedly.
So in your presence, they smuggled in something.
Yes.
And you did nothing about it.
Brother, I took the pink sheets up. When I took the pink sheets in that collation room, we had over 20 policemen in there. We have the media, your sister station, GTV, Onya TV, they were all there. When I took it, I told them, we had 2 commissioners of police in there. I told them to arrest the district municipal EC officer. They failed to arrest him. They said once I have intercepted it and it is not gone into the collation, then we can let it go. And I'm telling you, those 2 polling stations, when you add the numbers up, NPP were leading NDC with 490 votes. So right from coming into the coalition, NPP knew they've lost the election. My brother, let me give you an history of Ablekumanov. The last elections, NPP won with the difference of 24,000. 24,000 votes. That is what NPP won the last 2020 election. That is the difference they won in Ablekumanov. Today, NPP is claiming they've won with a little over 400 votes. Look at these thieves. But I'm telling you, whatever decision.
Some strong words there. So the point is that the biggest concern you have raised now is your wonder how the EC is going to recollate. How do you think that is going to happen?
That is why I gave you my word that even with the last recollation that they tried doing on the 20th, they set Ablekumanov aside. They declared
because you don't have the pink sheet.
So I don't know the basis. The court has also given another directive for a recollation. So we will.
But I'm sure that between then and now, you've had a series of meetings as constituency executives, and you have decided which way to go.
Ebusua me pacho me da obi bia se wanyamre no abenye videos ni bi nso ahwe Yakopon hya ye nyina na onye kese fa comment share comment section na yebeje na yakenkan me da se bebre ebusua me den komo ni besia se de mechanican kan no me pacho se ene no first time mobile channel no so a obu kwan so mesel so share videos ni we so when you please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share videos ma love it so nya videos ni bi enhwe e ma rem says all comment I'll be constructive na dey share comment section hodom ye beje na yakenkan ye no mo na ye adwuma nyame Yakopon hyira ye nyina o nhyira ye nyina me da se bebre.